Okay. We're going to get chat up. We're live. Is my, We're on low latency, not ultra low. Alright. Let's see how this works. Hello, everybody. I don't think I have to send a Discord, right? I just sent it. I don't think I gotta do a second reminder. I should make sure, though, this is actually public, though, right? Yeah. Okay, we're good. Hello, and welcome to Black Ops 6. What's going on in the mobile stuff? Today, they have updated the game. It's not that big of an update. Don't get excited. They did add Infected. I haven't played Infected yet. I'm gonna just jump into Infected and see. Not too much, Valentere. How about yourself? What's going on with you? They had Infected today. Friday, we're getting Nuketown. If you haven't heard, I think Treyarch just tweeted out or put out like a mini blog post talking about what's to come. They talked about Infected is today. Friday is, like I said, Nuketown. I think they even put out a trailer for it. And then the 14th is the first season. And they also confirmed that I guess the first season zombie map will be coming at the Reloaded. So don't be looking for a new map quite yet over there. But oh my God, Subsonic Infected will be the quickest game ever. Been grinding Terminus for levels? Hell yeah. Has it been working? I haven't played a ton of zombies, but every time I do, I feel like I finish the game, and I'm like, all right, exfil at level 30, and I went up one level. I guess weapon levels have been doing pretty well. Have I done the Easter eggs yet? No, not yet. Baby steps. The people I was playing with didn't want to do the Easter egg quite yet, although we did a couple of the side ones on Liberty Falls. There's a lot of side ones. There's a lot of stuff to do in zombies this year. It's insane. This is 24 people. 24 people about to oh my God. This isn't going to be possible. If you do them, I implore you to get at least a duo for Terminus. Oh my God, I thought this was an actual zombie. Because it's a zombie skin. This looks just ridiculous, man. Where even is the... Oh. Is he over there? I was about to say I'm not going to fire and, like, reveal my my location, but I don't think it's going to matter. Now, let me pop my stuff out quick while I'm just chilling on this plane. Terminus is difficult and spam hell. Oh, is it? Yeah, I heard Liberty Falls is kind of the easier one of the two. I feel like that was the one that was solved within like an hour, right? Terminus took a little bit longer. Man, is it possible that we... Wait, are those zombies? Are these actual zombies that spawn? Why do they do that? That's okay. I like it, but also, can you please stop pinging my guy? I'm getting real annoying. There you go. He did it. We have 45 seconds. This is about to be the easiest. This might be the only time that survivors ever have won in Infected. Jesus. We got 28 seconds. Unless someone kills themselves. Which might happen. Wait, how did this guy get one of those? Are there different classes? I didn't get an option to choose. BO6 Infected has AI and power-ups like Horde Point. Oh, that's interesting. Feels like more people than normal. Yeah, it's 24. Oh, they finally got one other guy. That's nice. He has 24 players. I feel like usually it's 18, right? Oh no, we're starting to drop. It doesn't help that this is the tiniest map. So, you know, it just looks like there's a ton. Oh, there's a real zombie. A real infected, I should say. Don't worry, guys. I hit someone. I did something this match. This might be the only time I've ever won as survivors. Is that how infected plays in this one? Is it actually like... Is it weighed the wrong way? Oh, the music in the back is 115. That's awesome. I like that. I like the little touches. Also, the fact that there's different classes. I assume you just get them randomly. That's a nice touch as well. I got why there's so many small maps when they covered the Shipment 24/7 crowd with Face Off. I don't know. There's no maps. Well, actually, no. I'll take that back. Babylon, I think, is the only map that I would really classify like a teeny tiny map. Like that's the only stash house size map, you know? I feel like even this one with the door and everything, it plays a little bit bigger. It's still small, but it's small in a manageable way. It's not meat grinder, you know what I mean? Like Stakeout or Pit, that's just meat grinder, you know? But also, I kind of, as someone who doesn't play Face Off, because it's too meat grinder, I appreciate that in like the standard rotation, they have a couple small ones just so that like there's that like, oh shit, shipment's coming up, you know, back in the day when Rust would appear in MW2 lobbies, everyone would vote for it because it'd be like, hell yeah, we can really level our stuff up. I understand that's like a feeling that I get because I'm handicapping myself by putting in, by not playing Face Off, but like I like that little bit of variety in there. Although that said, there are way more small maps than big maps, but even the big maps though, I think play fine. Like Lowtown, honestly, Red Card is probably the one that I'm like, eh. But Lowtown and Vorkuta, the two bigger ones, I think they play pretty all right. I'm playing Face Off just for the lethal mastery. I know you saw that on Twitter already. Oh, yeah, you mentioned that. Yeah, I'm just trying to make a conscious effort this year, especially because the camo grind is so short. Like, people already have it, and, like, I'm sure that if I just hunkered down with one gun, I could get it gold in, like, you know, a couple of games or so. So I'm making a conscious effort to, like, actually play the game how it's meant to be played and not just, like, grind forever in Face Off. That said, though, I think I had a daily challenge or something like that I jumped into Face Off for. Because it was something that was like, I'm not going to do this otherwise. I forgot what it was now, though. 24. Get 50 eliminations with 5 more attachments. Finish a match with more limbs than deaths. Oh, I can do that with this game. I just got to kill one infected. There's the zombies. You know, they even have zombie pathing in the multiplayer maps in this game, too. It feels like they should really do Onslaught. Get a kill with your signal lure. I don't know if I have that unlocked yet. I like Red Card, just wish it was more outside. Streaks aren't very good on it. Man, Red Card might be the only map I genuinely dislike. Can I get a vibe check on, like, I feel like I constantly see people talking shit about these maps on my feeds. Oh, did that guy quit? Maybe. Now we have a new one. On Reddit, Twitter, YouTube, everywhere that I consume other people's opinions, everyone says that they hate these maps, and I just don't agree, man. I really feel like these maps are decent. Like, they're definitely on the smaller side, but, like, I feel like people are saying Red Card and Low Town are bad because they're, like, massive. They aren't that big. I don't know. Not Derelict. That's trash. So I have a video coming out tomorrow, an accurate tour of all the launch maps, and in it, I do kind of a tier list, kind of not, of the maps. And I think the only one I had at a failing grade was Red Card. And then I had, I think, Payback at, like, C. I really don't like Payback. It just, like, it flows weird, in my opinion. And then, what was the other one I had pretty low? I like Derelict, though. Derelict can be alright. I mean, it has some stinker days, but, you know. So we're just gonna sit here forever then, I guess. That's the plan. You got a Molotov in this class. I do like the multiple classes. I know I said it before. But I appreciate small stuff like that they're putting into this. I'm hoping... we don't obviously know what's going to be in Season 1 yet. A lot of people are assuming it'd be some party modes. I'm hoping we get one in the chamber. Stuff like that. Gun game. I hope they put, like, real thought into gun game this year and it's not just random... Is there a guy there? I guess he's gone now. I wasted it. Oh, you know what? I should probably just throw this since we're getting full powers, I guess. Wow, look at the sea of Betties. Honestly, I can kind of dig this. Protocol is a spiritual successor to Oasis from Vanguard, which is a map I really liked. Oasis from Vanguard. I might need a picture of that quick. If it's the map I'm thinking of, I don't see it that way at all. I see it more like the spiritual successor to Flak Tower more than anything. It's very, very Flak Tower-esque. From World War II. 2 buildings, each 2 stories for long shots, then a death pit to one side, sniper lane on the other. Jesus. Protocol is definitely one of my favorites. I think of all the maps... Alright, this is where it gets hairy. Protocol is like the most standard in terms of layout. Like it's just a 3-lane map, you know? Alright, yeah, this is getting crazy. This is getting crazy now. You're getting crazy. No! Oh, this is sick. I love this. Is there just one dude left? Oh, no, they got all of them. Specifically, the 2 buildings on each side. People throw rocks at from other team. By rocks, I mean bullets. Vanguard Oasis. I need a picture. Okay, yeah, it was the one I was thinking of. Interesting. I didn't associate the 2 of them at all. I think because, like, the 2 buildings in Oasis, they're like the middle courtyard. There's a lot more to it, right? Between the 2 buildings, the 2 buildings are kind of like in each spawn, whereas I feel like in Protocol and also Flak Tower, which is why I thought of it, was like the courtyard is pretty skinny comparatively, and like the buildings are like right up front. It's like a front line of defense almost, rather than like a back spawn, if that makes any sense. That's how my brain sees it. What's going on, Muhammad? Oasis is the... yeah. I just had to Google it. I wasn't sure. It was either that or... was it called Paradise from Vanguard? Was the other one in my head? Or am I making that up? Yeah, Paradise. For some reason, I mixed the two of them up. Mr. President of the World, formerly known as Austin. I'm the president of nothing. They wouldn't let me on the ballot. God damn, dude. Infected on Babylon. This, I'm noticing a trend, a pattern. I'm gonna open my OBS quick so that I can record some of this. I don't know if it's gonna be useful. One thing I did find is odd. I didn't check since earlier, like right when they added it. So maybe like they did a hotfix, but Infected wasn't in quick play, which concerns me because that was one issue that I've had with MW3 and MW22 is that they'll add new game modes. And they're all limited time. They don't put them in quick play, so you can't queue up for them. How the hell? What? What? I'm level 43. I've played this map dozens of times. Plus the beta. I did not know this was up here. Oh my god. Yeah, this is right, man. We're gonna start a fucking boy band. That's so cool. I mean, we're sitting ducks up here, right? Like, it just takes one tomahawk, right? But oh yeah, no, this is the fastest game so far. They're already at 9. I don't know that they know we're up here, guys. I think we just have to stay still and just, like, not shoot, you know? Just hide. I do like the zombies running around. Like, it's a nice touch. This is pretty great. So, what's my other daily? It's, oh, Signaler. That's what it was. I didn't realize you were live already. Yeah, I wanted to stream today. I don't have any time tonight, unfortunately, but I wanted to still play some Infected, so I just kind of went. Apologies for like the no lead up time. Usually I like to schedule this stream like 5 hours ahead of time. Hey, what's going on, Donuts? I am very much enjoying BO6. What's weird is so I have some issues with the game, obviously. There's always going to be some issues. But I've never felt more crazy, because every time I see someone complaining about the game, it's all stuff I love. People complain about the maps. I really like the maps. People complain about Kill Order. I love the fact that Kill Order is in Mosh Pit game modes. Adds a little bit of variety to the world, you know? No! The only thing I don't like right now is the fact that Infected isn't in quick play. That's where I was headed before. It's a great segue back to where I was. Before I got distracted by this insane spot I did not know about. One thing that I did not like about MW3 and 22 was that they made every single game mode an LTM, and you couldn't access it in quick play, for the most part. And so they would just disappear from the game modes, or from the featured list. And I'm afraid we might be going down that same route. I mean, this is the first new game mode they added, and it's looking to be the same. Wait, what is my, oh, it's attack insert. I didn't even notice attack insert on the list of stuff. Is this exclusive to Infected this year? Sometimes they do that. Hell yeah, victory! How are you feeling about BO6, Donuts? I know Zombies has been incredible. I caught like the back half of your stream the other day. solving the Liberty Falls Easter egg like within 2 hours of it being done, or within 2 hours of it being available. But I haven't really like looked too far into how to do it yet. I've heard Liberty Falls, I mean, it seems like it's easier, at least in Terminus, but seems like there's a lot of stuff on zombies this year, which is fantastic. I didn't even level up 3 games of Infected. This is clearly not the XP strat that I was hoping. You know what, though? What is it usually Infected is Battle Pass, right? Because it's all time played. 1 in 5 playing during best plays, just the icing on the cake. Dude, it's so good. There's a, oh, shoot. Maybe I don't want to spoil it. If anyone hasn't played the campaign yet, clog your ears for the next 10 seconds. They also used the song during a really cool mission in the campaign, and I loved it. It's one of the most iconic zombie songs. Fantastic. But yeah, I'm really happy to see the kind of like level of like attention almost everything is getting, right? Like they could have just made this game mode. They could have just ported it over from the last few years with no changes, because let's be honest, that's what they've been doing. But here, they added zombies and power-ups to it. Didn't have to do that. Really nice touch. They the actual like models for the zombies, they added glow to, so you know which ones they are. Especially helpful because there's zombie skins in this game. And the multiple loadouts is fantastic. That's something that for some reason everyone constantly asks for in Infected and in like one of the chamber and party modes, and they just never do. Like they never patch that shit in. So I'm so happy that they're like actually thinking of this stuff. We might be getting some quality game modes, I think is what I'm saying. Just ended up finally finishing the campaign myself, actually. What'd you think of it? Those of you in here who've finished it, what'd y'all think? Because personally, it's one of the best campaigns I've ever played. I think it might be top 5 of all time. Gameplay-wise, I think it definitely is. The story's a little... I mean, there's some good COD stories. Not to say this one's necessarily bad, but it has a lot of competition. Gameplay-wise, this is the most like fun, just like mission to mission playing it that I had. Oh, just saw the dude spawn. I'm in love. There's so much to love about zombies. Easily the best launch we've had in years. Yeah. Yeah, no, one of these days I have to do a deep dive. I mean, honestly, I was waiting for like everything to be solved and everything. Man, it's already been out for like 4 days. This is feels like it's the second day of this game. I don't know what happened. But yeah, I'm waiting to do a deep dive and like do all of the side stuff. Last night, me and some of the OG replay mode gang, shout out if you know them. We played a little bit of Liberty Falls last night. Got to 31, I think, in Xfilled. We would have went farther if one of us didn't have a kid who woke up screaming. That's how you know we've become adults. Is when we have to call our zombies games early. Because we have babies now. I say we. That's not the case. But just in that 130 round game of Liberty Falls, I'm like, oh my god, there's so much under the surface. We figured out the vault. We got inside the vault and used our loot keys. We what else did we do? Oh, the ice cream parlor. I don't know what else there is to the ice cream shop, but I think Zach at some point accidentally shot the wall and opened up the ice cream shop, and we're like, oh my god. We didn't quite build the jet gun, but I think we got 2 of the 3 parts. We were trying to do it. We were trying to like find stuff. We didn't really want to like. We wanted the fun of discovery for that first game. But yeah, no, it seems like we only scratched the surface, and that's like the simple map, you know. Oh, where are they going to go? I'm just kind of like blindly running around. I'm kind of tired of just like sitting in the back. I might only play like another few games of this and then jump onto like real MP. But I'm loving Infected. There's some points in the story that didn't make much sense to me, but otherwise I give it an 8 out of 10. That's pretty solid. I would probably give it a 9, I think. I recorded a video, like a review. I even started editing it. It might come out, but I pivoted. I wanted to do a tour sooner rather than later, so I didn't end up making it. It might come out like in another week or so. But I think in that review I gave it a 9. Like a 9 for gameplay and an 8 for story, so we're just going to round that up to a 9. No! Honestly, though, to me, I don't think there was anything that I really didn't understand, I think, after, like, my first playthrough. There was some stuff where I was like, I really wish they expanded on this or that, or... but I think everything, like, I got, at least through subtext. If it weren't for Woods, I don't think anyone would know it's a COD game. Not saying it's bad, but it's a bit out there. Yeah, it's definitely changing the genre up a little bit. Reminds me a little bit of Infinite Warfare in that way. The thing is, though, like, there were a lot of, like, almost puzzle... I mean, they were puzzles. But, like there were a lot of puzzle elements to it. I loved, like, the lock-picking and all of the, you know, keypads and the radio frequency, like, all of those, like, mini-games and shit. I really love how, like, they leaned into that. Personally, I mean, I've been saying this forever, but this is just, you know, an extension of that. I love the idea of each Call of Duty game kind of having a sub-genre, a different niche, right? Like Modern Warfare maybe is a lot more tactical, and, like, you're carrying out, you know, military operations and big, you know, scale battles and stuff in the campaign. Whereas then, like, Cold War, or rather Black Ops, is a lot more, you know, spy thriller, a lot more of the puzzle kind of figure stuff out kind of vibe, which I think this one nailed. That whole vibe. It's solid. I love it. Is it my first Prestige yesterday? Hell yeah! I'm only a little bit behind. I got another 10 levels or so. Big tip about the vaults. There's a chance you can get a wonder weapons inside of them. I once got a ray gun in the Terminus vault. Oh, okay. I didn't even know Terminus had a vault. That's how little I played Terminus yet. Liberty Falls will be just like Kino. Not one of the best, but 100% one of the most played and nostalgic for new zombie fans. I can get behind that. Or like, it's almost like it's so plain Jane that it's like... I mean, I guess Kino is the best way to describe it, you know? It's very... It is the map. Definitive. If I had to guess, or at least maybe this is just me hoping, I'm hoping that we get back to that, like, BO 1, 2, 3, maybe 4. I didn't play enough of the zombie maps in 4, to be fair, but that BO 1, 2, 3 style where, like, each map has, like, a specific spin on it, you know? Call of the Dead had George Romero. Mob of the Dead had Afterlife. Zetsubo had, like, the botany, you know? Transit had a bus. Stuff that just, like, broke it up and, like, there was a reason specifically to play this one versus that one. And so, assuming and hoping that they do that, I think, like, having a map where it's just like these are the game elements at its base form is fantastic. I love it. Much like, again, to your point, Kino. Kino is very, very plain Jane. How's work going? Work's going all right. You still freelancing? Yep. Thankfully, I was able to kind of expedite a lot of my work this past month. What the hell? I was able to expedite a lot of my work this past month. So I hit most of my quotas by, I think by the 23rd. So I basically have this entire week still not quite off. I have one project I'm working on, but like the majority of them I have off, so I can work on replay mode almost exclusively, and also play this damn game because I want to play this game. I was playing last night and went to put on one of your streams, but realized you hadn't done a multiplayer stream for BO6 yet. Yeah, I tried. On launch night, I was trying to do a stream, and I just kept dropping frames, and after like an hour of trial and error, it just wasn't working. So I think I ended up streaming for about probably like 40 minutes, but I don't even think it hit sub boxes. I'm pretty sure I privated it right after. That's probably why you couldn't find it. So part of this stream right now, I'm only going to go for about an hour. So part of this stream right now is just to make sure my internet's fixed. Thankfully, it seems to be. But I think especially now, once... I feel like the launch day is tough because everyone's streaming, everyone's making content. I'm kind of like... I kind of want to just, like, play the game, you know, back at the time. Like, it was almost a blessing in disguise that I couldn't, because I could just, like, sit and... I played through the campaign on day 0. I didn't have to worry about content or streaming or anything. But now I feel like is where the real fun begins, you know? Now is where, like, we're starting to settle in, and we're starting to get, like, solid content, like, drip-fed out, because that's how it all works. Why am I doing this? I just, like, I get ADHD brain. This will be the last game of Infected, I think. Literally, the first 4 was my sub-feeds were all streaming the first 2 days. Yeah, it was like, I can't... Because I think also, you know, my channel a lot of the time isn't, like, let's be real. I'm not good at this game. If you're here watching BO6 the first day, you're gonna want to watch someone who's good and knows what the hell he's talking about, you know? Whereas me, I get bored playing Infected apparently. But no, now, like I was saying though, now that my internet's fixed again and we got stuff coming, I should be streaming a lot more. I'll likely stream when Nuketown drops on Friday, and some other stuff. Kill Donald Trump. This is my gang sign, by the way. Check it out. Excuse me? You're not good? You're crazy insane good. That's not. Nuh-uh. Skill level through the roof. Your sarcasm is showing. Alright, I'm gonna jump on a quick play, I think. What level am I? Am I like 45? What did I just say earlier? Whoops, that's 44. Let me see if I can get to like 46, and then I'll call it. Oh, actually, I say that I literally have to be done by 4 or 5:30. So, never mind. We'll play. We'll play till 5:30. But then, said a few times, but in case anyone's joining us, brand new video coming tomorrow. I got to finish it up today or tonight. First of many accurate tours. They're back. Reason it took so long is because good old Gary Aswalt here on the right was a level 40 unlock. And I wasted the first 2 days of this game playing the campaign twice because I thought I was going to make that campaign video. And so I did not have him unlocked until literally yesterday. 24 hours ago, I unlocked him. And then I rushed to get a thing done. Oh, I said I was going to go into quick play, right? But then I rushed to get a tour done. And thankfully, we're like in the final stages of that tour. I just got to do audio and a couple effect stuff. But it'll be out tomorrow. What gun should I use? How close am I to camos here. Oh, not even halfway. I think this is the one I probably have the most, right? 31. Yeah, KSV. KSV is a solid gun. Have I unlocked anything new? Oh, the Model L. I used that, I think, in Zombies yesterday. Oh, I finally have the Jackal. Oh, the PP! Everybody look away. I'm about to play with my PP a little bit. That was gross. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry about that. XMG. Did I just unlock this? I feel like oh, no. 9 limbs or something. DM10. Those are all... Okay. Oh, I have all the snipers now, at least. Is chat good over here? I feel like it gets cut off by a lot. Should I just, like, shove it? Oh, my God, that's worse. Where do people put chat? What did I just say I was going to use? PP. That's what. Dude, in MW3, the original, PP2K was, like, the bomb. They already flanked. All right, man. I guess I was sitting in spawn for a while. That's right, you can drop shot in this game. That's how Omni movement works. I'll be honest, this was the other map. I was saying before about, like, the tier list. This is the only other map that I really am not fond of. I can't fully describe why. There's so many Mayas running around. I low-key can't wait for Season 1 just to see more skin variety. Like, it's a lot of Maya, it's a lot of Weaver. Honestly, it's a lot of the Zombies guys. Honestly, that's probably because they're unlocked by default, now I'm thinking about it. Right, it's the Zombies guys and, like, 4 others. Oh, Lord. Get to start in the LR762 now for my last sniper to get gold. Time to see how that goes. Hell yeah. I'm not looking forward to the snipers in this game because, like, I don't know what, like, what's a good map for them? Like, as much as, you know, I am glad that they focused on core 6v6 and making it really good, you know, quality over quantity. Good Lord. I do really miss Ground War. Like, I really like Ground War in the more recent games. And that was always the place to go for snipers. For me, at least. You know, I mean, obviously, you can snipe on shipment if you really wanted to, but I value my sanity. Whoop-de-doop! No, that's... I whoop-de-dooped my own teammate. How embarrassing. To the right. Hey, what's going on, Michael? Brickshot? I don't know why I said your full name there. What's going on, Michael? Good afternoon to you as well. I'm just going to refer to everyone by their full legal name now. Is that not your username? Don't worry, I know what it is. I have ways of knowing. One thing that I don't see a lot of people using, or even going, there's a panic room here with its own panic button. Like, it's the, hold on. Is it timed, or did this guy just open it? Let me see. Because a lot of these doors I didn't realize until I had access in private matches. I always thought it was like one person opened, another person was closing it, or rather vice versa. I didn't realize a lot of these doors are just on timers, and they'll just open after like 30 seconds. Or in a Subsonic's case, close. No, I think this one's fine, actually. I really do like those dynamic elements, though. Shit. Specifically the doors on Subsonic. I think that really makes that map work. Zombies has been super enjoyable for me. Yeah, I've heard nothing but great things, and I have also had nothing but great times. Although I have not gotten into it as much quite yet. The XP cap right now. Did they? I think I saw that they fixed that, right? Because for a while, like, you couldn't get like any XP out of zombies. Not to say that was the only thing that like killed it. Like, genuinely, I just want to play multiplayer right now. I just want to use new guns. But with me trying my damnedest to get to 40 as soon as possible to get Gary Aswalt. I just didn't want to dive into zombies when I knew that they were having some kind of XP issues. Got him! Dang it. Me, best maps sniper headshots were Gala and Stakeout. Interesting. But you really gotta have Shipment turn your brain off. Yeah, man, you know, I was just saying before, there's some, you know, I like a lot of the maps in this game. There is one map. So even Red Card I would give an F. It's an F tier, but like, if it comes up, I'm gonna play it. It's alright. You know, it's not like the worst thing ever. Stakeout is, I will not play Stakeout. There is no, I mean, you could pay me. Don't get me wrong. But Stakeout is just not an enjoyable map at all. And it drives me insane. Because every time that I jump into Face Off, if it is one of the two... Can I leave? If it is one of the two choices, it always gets like 7 votes. 7 to zip. People love it, apparently. And if it's not one of the two, they vote for random in the hopes that they'll get Stakeout. I don't get it. It has no flow. It's not good. You just play solos for chill vibes. It's a good way to do it. Oh, you use Stone for Aswalt, right? Yep. Yeah, I'm so glad that he came back. I like to believe that someone over there at Treyarch is looking out for me. Plus, he's got a cool hood now. They also, this might be something that no one but me would notice because it's something so specific to me. But they finally fixed an issue with the game's animations. That is specifically an issue for me. Again, no one else it matters. But they finally fixed it in this game. And it's something that like, if you go back and watch accurate tours, you may see and be unable to unsee. So I will warn you. There is an idle animation in this game where you can have your character be standing completely still. I shouldn't say this game. In this series. In Call of Duty in general, this has been a thing since, like, 2010. If you stand absolutely still, just, you know, like this, every 5 to 10 seconds, your character, even though you don't physically move, your character's head will kind of just start drifting off over here and then drifting over there because it's an idle animation. You know, something you'd see like in a third-person game. Something to, you know, the Sly Cooper will dance or something. But in this scenario, it's just your character in third person just getting paranoid and looking around. And that's fine. That's all well and good for when you're playing a game. But when I'm, like, machinimating and trying to head bob Gary Aswalt's face, and instead of just, like, standing here doing this, he just starts looking over here and all around, it got so annoying. But I'm proud to say, or I'm happy to say, BO6 officially removed that. So now Machinima is, like, legitimately... Shots that might have taken me, like, a full 2 minutes to get will now take me 15 seconds, because I don't have to wait and time it in between those little animations, or just say, fuck it. The animation's fine. Stakeout is a favorite for just the fact it's a kind of Shipment equivalent, honestly. Yeah, that's 100% what it is. Like I guess when I say, like, what is going on, like, I understand... I just don't, like, I don't know why they like that. I don't know. What the hell is going on here? Is this Woods' bed? Woods', that's a weird. Shit, what was I just saying? Oh, Shipment. Yeah, if Shipment had a roof. I will say I do like that Face Off at least doesn't have kill streaks. And I appreciate that they can now make maps that are completely inside because they have that mode, you know? Oh, and Gunfight. I should probably play some Gunfight soon. I haven't played since the beta. To be honest, though, I really just didn't like the maps in Gunfight, but I don't know if anything's changed. If, you know, it could be the player base is different even now. Even if they didn't make any changes to the map or the mode. Yeah, no, dude, this gun is not good. I really gave this thing a solid shot. I guess I don't have any attachments on it. This is literally the first game. I'll play it one more and see what I can do. If not, maybe I'll level it up in zombies or something. Build it out. I've been loving the... oh my god. Fucking rip. I've been loving, though, that when you build a gun, it persists even if you take that gun off and stuff like that. And, like, it populates. Like, I didn't build this class, but yet here's my pistol. It has my suppressor on it. That's such an underrated feature. Because now I feel like I can properly build a gun and just, like, be like, okay, that's my gun. That is what my PP-19 looks like. Bigger than everyone else's PP-19s. Oh my god. Dude, what is this? I'm a lot closer to being even than I thought I was, actually. Oh, you know what I don't want? Oh, you got that. No. Emergence is my favorite mission in the last 5 years of COD. It's so good. Honestly, they had a lot of really good missions, in my opinion. The open world mission that I just did a video on the other day, that one I think was actually really good as well. Could have been better. You know, I hope that they continue to evolve it. But I think that was a really good mission, a really good evolution of the open combat system. I really like the heist one, too. The High Rollers, I think it was called. And even the final mission. I've heard a lot of people say they didn't like the ending to the game. They felt like it just drug on. I really liked the constant switching back and forth between... oh, shoot. You know what? Maybe I shouldn't spoil it. Go play. But you're constantly switching back and forth between, like, a big battle fight and a more subdued kind of puzzly one. I loved that going back and forth. I feel like there was one other toward the end that I really liked as well. I can't think of it now. Haven't played High Rollers yet. Hunting season is awesome. It reminded me of Ghost Recon. Yeah, I saw a couple of comments about it. It reminded people of Ghost Recon, Metal Gear 5, and Far Cry. I'd love something like that. You remember the rumor back before MW23, or rather the rumor after 23 came out, there was the rumor that initially that game was supposed to be a self-contained story taking place in Los Alamos, right? I know I'm speculating and like building things off of things, but like my ideal, if I could go back in time and make MW23 like the best game in my opinion, I'm going to go random actually. It would be that Los Alamos game, but make the entire thing that open world concept. Like take what they just made and like making like some kind of like, not, I don't want every Call of Duty game to be an open world thing. I'm not necessarily saying that, but kind of in the same vein of like, I like how Black Ops kind of has this this completely different vibe than Modern Warfare, right? It's more of a spy thriller. The other one is more tactical, you know? If like one of these campaigns, they just went like all out on a spin-off and been like, hey, here is Call of Duty, but it's Far Cry. or Far Cry, but it's Call of Duty. Like, you do a bunch of different objectives in different order. There's some story missions that maybe take you away, and stuff like that. But like, at its core, you're in Las Almas or whatever, and you're just trying to fight back against, Shadow Company or whatever's going on. Like, I would love something like that for them to expand on it. I think just because I'm capable of turning off my brain, get good camo challenges, progress. If I wasn't grinding, I would never touch it. Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's exactly what those are for grinding. Although, again, like, I'm so stoked that the camo grind doesn't actually seem that hard. That, like, if you're like me, and, I want my camo grind to last the whole year. I'm not looking to rush through this thing. Like, I'm going to be playing this game for the next, 11 months here. I'm just gonna play regular 6v6. Like, I'm not gonna rush through the grind for the sake of it. I'm gonna savor it, and the fact that I can just savor it by doing it in 6v6 seemingly is important to me. Is valuable to me, I should say. Like, I like that. Why did I come in here? We have them in the perfect spawn trap. No, guy, don't. Okay. Whoop, whoop. I summoned that man back to life. I wonder if he had high alert or something. Just freaking the fuck out. Killed pew pew pew. Is chat worse over in that corner? I'm now noticing the kill feed. Damn, I'm bad at this. This is why I never change my layout. Let's do something like that, maybe. I don't know. It's kind of over the kill streaks, but fuck it. Meant to do that. People shitting on that open world mission when it was better than any of the MW3 missions. Oh, yeah. Well, the thing is, I don't know the... So I really haven't watched a review of the campaign. Again, because I was making that video and I didn't want to, like, form my opinion based on anyone else's, But I don't know what necessarily people disliked. Besides, people said they didn't like the ending. Which I don't really, like, see, to be honest. Like, especially when people compare it to the Cold War ending. Oh my god, that was such a better ending. Again, I don't want to spoil it because it sounds like some of y'all in here haven't played it, so I don't want to ruin it. But in my opinion, it was a way better ending than Cold War, and a lot of people said the opposite, and I don't understand that. But outside of that, if I had to guess, people don't like how slow it can be in some parts, and how kind of video gamey it is. I feel like there's a lot of moments where, it would be like, okay, you're here. This is what you got to do. You got to do it 3 times, which is a very video gamey thing to do, right? Like that's how it always works. It's always like, you have to collect these 3 coins. And I like that because the gameplay was fun and like it I don't know. I wanted to play it. I wanted to savor it. So in other words, what I'm saying is if people don't like that, that just means that they don't like the game, that they don't want to be playing it. And like, that's fine, but I don't know. There's like the core gameplay to me was so much fun. I think other people just didn't feel that way, I guess. We're losing Charlie. Oh, good, we're losing Charlie. Fuck that. I didn't honestly want to capture it. I kind of just autopiloted. Oh. I think 2019 had the hardest camo challenges since you had to level some guns all the way up to 70 plus than the challenges themselves. Yeah, I didn't even... So MW22 was the first one that I should have gotten that. MW22 was the first year that I really went for camo challenges. That year, I thought it was pretty alright. I mean, I did it. 23... I gave up. I just didn't want to play that much of that game, you know? 23 is weird because it, like, as much as I'll stick up for that game and what it was and what Sledgehammer was able to do on such a short time period, it really was a $70 DLC. Like, it was built on the same engine. Or not on the same engine, but like the same UI. It was the same game, just expanded. And that's fine. But I had already played that game for a year. And I was done with it, you know? So I really didn't bother, even though that camo grind was so much easier. Well, it was only like 30 guns or something like that. And I gave up at like 20. I was like, I'm not doing all this. We're only 1 hour stream. I just gotta go around 5:30 or so here. It was a more open ending. It would allow for more directions in which the story could go. Yeah, but I like that, and I feel like the core story was told. It was a little. Oh, you know what? I wanna stay away from spoilers still a little bit. Maybe at some point here I'll do like a campaign spoiler full stream or something. If I don't make the campaign review video. I have to figure out exactly what that stream would look like, but it might be fun because I have a lot I can say about the campaign. But I think it wrapped up the story and then was like, hey, also it can stay open. I will say, like, there was some wild emotions going through my head when like during the final cutscene. That was mostly fueled by misinformation because I played it day 0 in New Zealand, quote unquote. So like no one, you know, I was one of the first people to beat it. Like no one was talking about it yet. I still don't fully know what to make of it. I'm hoping that it leads somewhere good though. My first game of mastery was MW3 2023 to both zombies and multiplayer. Oh yeah, I always forget about the zombies ones. Thank you for avoiding spoilers for now, because I still have yet to play the campaign. Dude, I would highly recommend it. It's easily my favorite of the last 10 years. And that includes 2019. Like, I'm a huge 2019 fanboy in terms of the campaign. Jesus. But I think this tops it, especially gameplay-wise. I think story in 2019 still might be a little bit better, but man, gameplay is solid, and also just like the vibe. There's something about this game compared to some of the more current Modern Warfare games where, like, 2019 was trying to go for art. You know, like, it was trying to tell a story. It was trying to be serious. But in this game, I feel like it leans into the, like, hey, it's a video game. Let's do some cool shit. Like, this is Call of Duty. You remember that, right? Like, it was less, you know, it was less Citizen Kane and more, like, Die Hard, you know? Like, it was focused on just doing on letting you do some cool shit and letting the characters say and do some cool, you know, shit. And, you know, full on Michael Bay'd it, you know? And wasn't afraid to be like, look, we know we're a video game, you know? When it wants you to open up an air vent, it just magically opens. You don't have to go through a whole animation for it. You know, if you want to jump in this tank, you just jump in the tank. You know, you just teleport inside. And it's like, it works because that's the vibe. You know what I mean? Again, I don't know if anyone dislikes it because of that. It's possible that they do, and, like, that's perfectly fine. But, like, to me, I was perfectly cool with it. Completely different vibe than 2019, but I still think it's better than 2019, in my opinion. I also love the Cold War campaign, to be honest. I think if you like the Cold War campaign, you'll like this one. I think it's better than Cold War. Some people disagreed. In my opinion, those people are nuts. but you know. Doing the BO6 one, but the launches are annoying. Oh, yeah. I've heard a similar thing. What I was told is like maybe wait until people have unlocked more kill streaks. Because as is UAV, you don't unlock for a while. And that's probably the easiest one to shoot down. Let's see. Maybe it's because you're a bug brain. I'm a bug brain. Big brain puzzle guy who's flexing his intellect. That's 100% what it is. I'm 10,000 IQ, baby. Personally, I want more of Case's story. That could get pretty interesting. Again, avoiding spoilers, that is one facet of it that I wish that they had done better. But it's not like a make or break for me. You know, it's serviceable. All right, this Babylon Hardpoint, I think is going to be the last game. First Mastery camo I focused on was World War II. It was a ways back. Though I'd gotten some gold camos before that in previous CODs. Yeah, I'd usually just gotten gold on, like, my favorite guns. You know what I mean? ICR, FAMAS, stuff like that. I'm also a huge 2019 campaign fanboy, so it's wild to hear you say it tops it. Has me excited now. Okay, yeah. I'm sure I already said it since you left that in chat. It's a completely different vibe. It's difficult to compare because it is like comparing fucking Breaking Bad and The Simpsons. You know what I mean? Both can be great. And one you might say is better than the other, but like it's very hard to like compare them. And if you go into The Simpsons thinking it's going to be Breaking Bad, that's a problem. And if you go into Breaking Bad thinking it's going to be The Simpsons, you're high. So keep that in mind. It might not be better than 2019 in the ways that 2019 is great. If that makes sense. But again, all my opinion. That's all it is. Did someone say Simpsons? I never actually watched The Simpsons all the way through, but recently, when me and my girlfriend have been going back and trying to cancel subscriptions, we went to cancel Disney Plus before discovering that it had every season of The Simpsons on it, which meant that we just didn't actually cancel Disney Plus. Instead, she was like, "I want to watch all of The Simpsons." And so we've been watching all of The Simpsons. We're not very far in, maybe like season 4 or so, which I hear is like peak anyway. So, but eventually, one of these days, I'll know all of the inside jokes. It is weird though to see like how much of like culture can be drawn back to like the first 2 seasons of The Simpsons though. It's wild. I think it depends on the devs they want to portray it. Like Red Dead 2 is amazing. The fact that you open cupboards and loot stuff is interesting and unique. Yeah, for sure. I think it depends on what they're going for, right? And that's why like I made sure like or say that like BO6 knows it's a video game and is like under no illusion that you're gonna be, you know, the stuff like opening the cupboards, that's a thing that would not happen in this game. Its focus is first and foremost gameplay and like the vibe, the feel, you know, like you're diving around shit, you're doing you're running from explosions, you know, MW2 style, like it's great, you know. Timeline gonna get hella confusing though. People will forget that every game since 2019 has been in the same timeline. Yeah. Yeah. I don't think it's gotten out of hand yet. I think next year, if they do the future stuff, the 2025, the David Mason rumored kind of story, that's where it's gonna get real fucky, you know? But for right now, I think this one fits into the timeline pretty well. Like, I don't think too much is too much of an issue. I've seen every episode of The Simpsons to date. Damn, that is a feat. 6 to 8 is peak for me, honestly. Yeah, I should say I've heard it's like pre-12 or so is like where it's still good. Like they had a solid decade in them before they went downhill, supposedly. Uh-oh. I saw that sentry gun. I still went over there. What am I doing? What am I up to? Not shooting that guy in the head, that's what. How was that not a headshot, though, at the end? That's the only... He was head glitching. What the hell? That's what plays when I'm camo grinding and probably Family Guy. Hell yeah. Oh, no. Oh, no. 34 is really refreshing for new Simpsons. Need to check out 35. It's always great when there's like... I mean, we're talking about right now with Call of Duty, right? There's been 22 Call of Duty games, and we're like, Black Ops 6 is the good one. The 22nd is the good one. It may have not actually been good since 12, but 22 is really where they brought it back. So it's always kind of funny when that you know... Like, we finally figured it out. We got a good one here. I'm always glad when that happens. Because for every one of those, there's another show like a Shameless where it never returns to form. It's always, like, a degeneration. It sucks. They reference each other, but the BON MW universes are separate. Warzone is a blend, but it has no story. That's how it used to be. Now, though, the they all take place in the same new, or rather, now they all take place in the original Black Ops timeline, which is now also the new Modern Warfare timeline. I believe the main driving factor of that is Akayev showing up. And maybe Dragovich, right? Hold on. Was it one of them shows up in Modern Warfare? That might not be true. I might be making shit up here. Season 9 is what most people consider the end of the golden era, or golden age. But there's still some great episodes afterwards. In the last few seasons have picked up. It's good. Like, look, a lot of the time when it comes to, like, animated shows in particular, unless I'm, like, super into it, it's kind of all good to me, you know? The exception maybe is South Park. South Park's hard, because a few years ago they went for that, like, more serial style. Where, like, each episode would load into the next, into the next. And that got a little bit weird. Like, it was good for a season, but then I think they did it either for 2 seasons or they did it just for way too long. But thankfully, they fixed that. South Park also is, like, it's a lot easier when it's, like, clearly a very small creative team. Like it's the 2 of them, you know? Compared to, I'm sure that The Simpsons is hundreds of people. Hard to turn a ship like that around, you know? Hope COD also goes a bit more... Wait, what? For a bit more than MW and BO. Oh, like different sub-series and stuff like that? I think at this point, it's tough because Black Ops and Modern Warfare are such, like, iconic terms. But I almost want them just to ditch it at this point. And just be like, this is one big universe. And we're just going to make little stories in this universe wherever. It can almost be like MCU, like, style. I know that's, like, a very, like, boogeyman kind of fucking word. But, like, what if again, going back to the Las Almas, spinoff. What if they made a Las Almas spinoff, and then they also had a spinoff about Ghost? The next game was focused on Ghost doing a thing, and then maybe the next game after that was the big Modern Warfare 3, where both of those stories would converge in a nice way with Price and the rest of them, and like you have like these big budget, not budgets would be the same, but like those big blockbuster like games every so often. But in the meantime, like you kind of come over here and you're like, okay, here we're gonna follow Woods right after he was put in a wheelchair, and we're gonna see what his life was like, but a little bit after that, and then wait a minute, let's cover Park's time in MI6 or something like that, and kind of like I would like something like that. Also, new characters, right? I'm just referencing people right now, but like, we want to tell a World War II story quick. We're gonna come over here. We want to talk about something happens in fucking the Revolutionary War. I don't know. When you say Zakhaev, are you referencing Cold War? Yeah, that the crossover there. Let's see. Am I missing anything? I just don't want to cut stream, leaving anyone hanging here. Are they gonna have to cut some parts of BO2 to make it make sense? Floating cities in 2025. Nothing that technologically advanced in 23. Yeah, I don't know what they're going to do. To be honest, I would be down if this coming year is another half year, like they said. But if they just like fully like just remade BO2, like an actual remake, where like they put it maybe in 2035, or they just redo the future missions. I replayed BO2 the other day. There's actually not that much that like is in the future that needs to be in the future, Like, I think they could easily do it in, like, our current day, and it be fine. Like, a lot of the Cordis DA stuff is very, like, it's stuff that, like, you can do right now, that, like, exists right now. Some of the gameplay elements are a little bit, like cloaking and stuff like that you don't have, but I don't think that they need that. But, like, if they just did a full-on remake covering all that, I think that could work. I'd be down for something like that. Let's see. Zakhaev has no impact on the story other than a look, that guy moment, so it's a reference, but it has no impact on the story. Right, it has no impact on the story except putting it in the same universe. It's just a thing to say, hey, it's here. That's all. Like it's very clear that that's what they wanted to do. On top of all the Warzone stuff, which is supposedly canon, that's weird because they nuked Verdansk at some point, but then later they go back to Verdansk. It's a whole thing. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not gonna like argue, but it's a very common thing that like they combined the universes. Whether or not they want to keep them combined, or whether or not they should, I don't know. I'm saying is it's not linked, but just references for old heads. But like a reference like that, like it's Zakhaev. It's not like they just like pan over and like it's a guy like Zakhaev or doing a funny thing. Like it's literally like it's him. Like the intent is clearly to combine them. Like that's all that it is. South Park is like 15-year-olds making fun of the world. Basically. I mean, who doesn't like 15-year-olds making fun of the world, man? Okay. I'm going to go ahead and call it there. Wow, I've been recording all of this too. Oopsie. All right, I'm going to go ahead and call it there. Thank you guys for watching. New video tomorrow. I just got to finish it up here tonight and tomorrow morning. And, yeah, new Accurate Tour tomorrow. We'll be back on Friday streaming Nuketown. And expect new videos and stuff like that. I think I have like 2 videos a week coming up here is what I'm slated to do. So expect some good content, some good streams, and some good games. All right, that's about it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.